Let's read source 2 for the map's investigation. It's titled Peter's Projection Map. But first, let's look at the central question to remind ourselves of the purpose for reading this source. Which map should we use? Okay, let's start reading the source here at the attribution to find out where the source comes from. Retrieved in 2017 from Oxford Cartographers. And this is a URL where we would go to find the map online. Now, let's read the headnote to find out more details about where the source comes from. In 1974, Dr. Arno Peters argued that the Mercator projection map is biased in favor of Europe and damages how people see developing countries. Instead, he supported using the Peters projection map. This projection makes all countries the correct size in relation to one another. This map distorts shapes as places near the equator are stretched and places near the poles are squeezed. The United Nations, international aid agencies, some schools and businesses around the world have adopted this map because it makes all countries look their true size and places them at their true location. Now, we're ready to go into the source itself, and it's a map, so there's no one way to read a map. So this is going to be my reading of the map. So I noticed that this is a world map, and there's a name of the map here, the Peters World Map, and there's some more information here that I can't read. It's too small, but maybe if I went here to the URL, I would be able to zoom in and look at this information. I don't know. But what I can see is that here are all the continents in different colors. There's North America and South America and Africa and Australia and Asia and Europe here. And there's also Greenland here. And there are country borders and names of the countries. And sure enough, like the headnote says, I can see that the sizes and positions of the continents are very different from the maps that I'm used to seeing, like the Mercator projection maps that I'm used to seeing. Especially Africa here appears much more centered and larger. Let's see if I can find the equator line here. This is it. This is the equator. So land masses like South America and Africa that are close to the equator now appear larger, while land masses that are close to the poles at the top and the bottom of the map now appear smaller. So North America and Greenland and Europe and Antarctica down here appear smaller. And the headnote tells me that these are the corrected sizes. These are the true sizes of the continents and countries.